Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another week in my life. I feel like I want to open all my videos by saying like, this is a random array of things that I did this week, but it's becoming a little bit repetitive. But that being said, it is a random array of things that I did this week. Just like usual, I want to show you guys the beauty that I saw in my life throughout the week. I spent a lot of time around plants this week, so you'll be seeing that. And we just did, chill, casual, peaceful things around the homestead. This video is also sponsored by HelloFresh, and we all know a HelloFresh week is a good week because I don't have to make any decisions and I get to cook delicious new food. So I'm bringing you along for that journey as well. If you do like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It not only lets me know which videos you guys like to see, but it also helps to support my channel and helps to continue to grow our community. So with that being said, let's hop right in. All right, so I'm opening up my video with my random outfit. And as I was posing, Dan literally told me, lift up the shirt, show them the belly. I don't even feel like that was a proper belly shot. Not even at all, but there you go. Now on this day I wanted to wear all black because of something that I was going to do after this that you'll see, but I wanted a little kimono on top to add some color and to match my current favorite neon yellow teaks. I know these things are out of this world. I think these are so cute. They're limited edition and I think they're on the shop for like another month, but yeah. So the thing that I was going to do was hang out at my friend Krista's house and check out her lifestyle line in person called Cantha Bay. Now, if you follow any of the like hippie boho community online on Instagram, you've probably seen Krista's clothing pieces before, or her blankets, or her baby wraps, or her head wraps. And I came over on this day just to like hang out with her and check out her stash. And she was nice enough on this day to let me pick a couple of items that I wanted to take home, which was like so exciting. My sister owns a bunch of Cantha Bay and I love her pieces. So we just kind of hung out. She also explained kind of how her business runs. So she used to make these pieces by hand, but now because Cantha is actually like a textile and stitching type of art, I guess that's how you describe it in other countries, she actually employs women that have been kind of pulled out of poverty or trafficking and helps to train them and employ them to make these beautiful pieces. And so I just think it's really cool that not only do you get like genuine artisanal pieces of clothing that are like pieces of art, and I feel like such a hippie musician when I'm wearing them, but on top of that, the impact that you're having through your purchase is so meaningful. While Krista is a new friend in my life, I can say she is a sweet friend, and seeing her heart and passion shine through into her business and her artwork and the way that she talks about her children. We've had a couple of like birthing conversations you guys will hear about in the near future, have just been really inspiring and life-giving to me. Now, another thing she showed me while we were over, she actually is kind of partnering up with a friend on this magazine called the Bohemian Collective. And yes, it's a magazine, but it's also like an online community. And it's basically just a bunch of people, I think women primarily, that come together and talk about things that are kind of like, bohemian life themes, like good food and essential oils and cool, sustainable, eco-friendly clothing. And they just kind of share all of that stuff together. And the magazine was beautiful, so I thought I would show it to you. And then before I headed out, I actually made my way into Krista's backyard that she lovingly refers to as the secret garden, just because I had to show you guys. She took me for a tour out here and it was just like so beautiful and magical, and there were so many flowers and beautiful plants and trees just growing really everywhere, like very wild. Like leaves or seeds would fall off the tree and like new trees are sprouting up right next to them. So it was really beautiful just to wander the garden, breathe in the fresh air, and I just had to show you guys. Another Cantha related thing, we were talking about her packaging and how beautiful it is that when you get a Cantha Bay package, it is like a present. That's so fun. Who doesn't love to get a present? But I know that moms spend a lot of money and time thinking about, other people's gifts and things that they can bless them with. So I think it's really fun when a mom does go out of her way to buy something really beautiful for herself, that the packaging is able to reflect what a gift it truly is and where her money, is going in this case. So they were just showing me the packaging, and I thought I would just show you. Look at how beautiful this is. This, by the way, is a pamphlet you get when you order like a baby sling from them, just to show the different ways that I guess you can tie it. I don't know. I'm not there yet, people. I did take one home, but I don't know how to use it yet. So when I got home, I was super excited to see that my HelloFresh package had arrived. I order the vegetarian package, so I was super excited because one of these recipes is actually one of my favorite recipes now that I just make, and the other two I had never tried from them, so I was excited for the variety that came in the mail. So it wasn't quite dinner time, so I decided to pull out a peach ginger kombucha from Suja, and I made my way upstairs because I was just in the foodie mood. So I hung out on the couch, and Zoe was dying to get on the bed. Fun fact, Zoe doesn't have to be lifted to get on the bed. There's like an area where she is tall enough to run and jump, but she, for some reason, never wants to go to that area. She always just wants to be straight lifted like that. We've shown her a million times, you can get up on your own. I don't know why she doesn't do it. I've mentioned this before, but some really sweet moments in our day are when we stop and take little breaks to just be with the pups. Raise your hand if you're as obsessed with your dogs as we are, because I think it might be next level. So later in the afternoon, Dan made his way outside. He said the front yard was out of control, so he had to go mow it. And so while he was mowing, I spent some time playing the piano. I always mention this, but I'm having so much fun just learning more and more about the piano and slowly becoming more and more comfortable and acquainted with the instrument. And I honestly, I'm having so much fun doing it now, but I can't wait for years to come when I progress farther. So having a good time with that. Then I thought I would show you what's going on in my tower garden, because I mentioned that I recently planted a new harvest right before I went to California. And so all of my plants are slowly starting to grow. The beginning always feels so slow, but I know they will blast soon. I did have some spring onions in a jar, by the way, up here under the grow lights, growing as well. This garden, by the way, mostly consists of cilantro, basil, parsley, dill, kale, spinach, arugula, lettuce. So all leafy green items. We didn't do any jalapenos this time or any fruit-bearing plants. So I also made my way outside. I feel kind of lame for capturing this because it's just Dan mowing the lawn. But for some reason, sometimes during the day, really simple everyday tasks just feel beautiful to me. I just felt so grateful on this day for how beautiful of a day it was outside, how fresh the air was. The fact that we live in a house that has grass that, quote unquote, needs to be mowed. The fact that Dan does this for me, how much I just love my husband, and it's my week in my life video. So then it was time to make some dinner, and I decided to make this veggie burrito bowl, and I was pretty excited about this because I have made many veggie burrito bowls in my lifetime, but what I like about HelloFresh, and I've mentioned this before, is that every box is like a cooking class because they can take recipes that I've kind of done some rendition of a million times, and they always give me some kind of new twist or technique on those recipes. I'm always expanding my view on cooking. Now, the other cool thing about HelloFresh is that they give you step-by-step recipes with pre-measured ingredients, as you can see. So you'll have everything that you need to get an awesome dinner on the table in about 30 minutes. Even if you don't consider yourself a cook, like all you have to do is just follow the steps. You don't even have to measure. The other thing that I really like about HelloFresh is that you can easily change your delivery days or your food preferences, and you can skip a week whenever you need to. And just so you know, HelloFresh is now from $5.66 per serving, and it's America's #1 meal kit. So if you want to try out HelloFresh, you can get started with 8 free meals. That is $80 off of your first month of HelloFresh by going to HelloFresh.com and entering the code HelloNikki80. Once again, guys, that's $80 off your first month by clicking the link in my info box and entering that code. Side note, you guys know I'm a huge salsa fan, and so it's always fun for me to try and make different salsas, to buy different salsas, and their salsa recipe, like with those spices, as well as adding like charred corn, is something that I've never done before and actually hadn't really occurred to me, so that was super fun to try in this meal as well. Ooh, and I always forget to like zest my citrus, but I think that it adds such a great taste to meals that you are trying to get that citrus flavor into like really boldly. And then guys, that was my bowl. That lime zest sour cream mixture was so good. And the beans and the rice, that flavoring was just delicious. Thank you once again, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, guys, to check the info box for the discount that they have given me to pass on to you. Now, Dan on this week needed to make a Home Depot trip. He probably makes Home Depot trips like almost every day. He's getting something for the house. And most of the time I don't go with him, but then every once in a while I really want to go and just hang out in the plant section. So on this day, I knew I at least wanted to get 2 new plants for my bathroom, because when we went to California, sadly enough, 2 of the plants in our windowsill completely died. So I came along just to check out the plant selection. On this day, it was actually pretty dang full of a lot of different types of plants. And often I'll just wander the plant section and not even buy anything. I'll just be inspired by all of the plants. But on this day, like I said, I did end up going home with 2 new plants for my bathroom. And Dan picked up the things that he needed to pick up as well. And yeah. Shout out to this plant pot. I own this. I love it. One of the other things that we came to pick up were gardening gloves, for Dan at least for now. I'm going to get my own pair, but he wanted a pair to start with. Also, when we were leaving, there were so many bees all over the outdoor flowers, and I'm someone that's kind of spooked out by bugs, I'm not going to lie. But I thought that it was so beautiful seeing all these vibrant, beautiful flowers just being pollinated and thriving, living their best life. Yes. So that is it, guys, for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that if you feel like it. And be sure to turn on notifications so you know whenever I sporadically upload. I upload all of the time, but I'm not on any kind of schedule. So notifications are the best way to know when I upload. Also, I recently uploaded another video to my Patreon. And if you didn't know I have a Patreon, I do. I upload bonus exclusive content over there, and as of now you can subscribe to my Patreon and support me and my family for as little as $1 a month. And I just want to say thank you to all of you that have gone over there. It means a lot to me. Last but not least, if you're still hearing my voice, don't forget to check the info box, because I am doing a giveaway for those of you that care enough to expand my info box and listen all the way to the end of my videos. So with that being said, I will hopefully see you guys back here very soon. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and that is all. Okay, bye guys.